Shalom, Labachayim, Shal Yasha'ala. Peace be to the election of the nation of Israel, consisting of the 144,000 Hanabiyayim, the prophets, Ahchyam, the heats, the heads of the governing body, which are all men, which shall Mashal, which is rule, Bahamalakwat in the kingdom, Bashemaim in heaven, Ashar, Ba'aratazah, which shall be on earth. And I want to give, of course, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai, Bashem Al-Chakodash. Also a shalom to the 1/3 peaceful multitude, which are no prophets but are believers in the words of Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai, whom the Lord will have chesed or mercy ill upon ba'aith in these times. That 1/3 number includes men, women, and children, which is going to be a lot of women, I must note. Of course, double honors to our apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom. Shemiyah Mafa, my name is Mafa from the Great Millstone Plaintables. Can't look at you here in the city of Philadelphia. I'm Lamadi Ma'ite. Coming with a lesson, little or we lesson. This we lesson is going to cover something that was on my spirit. And I'm just going to begin and just talk about testimony. I believe the title of the video, or the spirit of the video, is going into how we're not being unseen, and our works is being recorded. And as I had did a previous video the other day, and which y'all I can see if I can pull up the actual video so I can, you that are watching can know what I'm referring to, and if you're not, you can watch the video on your own. See, the video was this now, or who's listening right now, listen, see, which within this video I went and analyzed my analytics, YouTube. They have charts of it, in which within this video it brought out the revelation which most brothers and sisters should know, but mainly to you brothers, that those that are listening are mainly right now are mainly men. 81% on my particular channel. Okay, in comparison, which I'll just show you with my own eyes here, which I believe there's a Quan Malchama, the elder Malchama, which that means battle in Hebrew. He put it up on the repost on one of his pages, and it got a lot of views, which is just an important inference here. You have it 14, was it, I have 81% in comparison. You can check it out. It was about 81% to 18%. Let me see, I have to go back and just see if the graph shows up, but you can see the major difference here. Alright, female to comparison, male to female. Alright, so it's the men that's actually listening. Now, as I've mentioned, things are going to change and such, and us brothers should know that just because the women are not listening now, that doesn't mean that they're not still keeping a wee bit of an eye over the corner of their eyes. Okay, they're looking at the corner of their eyes and such. They know that we exist and we're there, but because of it, of not being of importance, and at this time, like, women are very carnal, and been deprived wisdom and understanding. They see the lack of the vanity of the gravity slakia of this truth at this time, and because many people don't esteem the knowledge, wisdom, understanding which the wise man have, especially us being within a poor estate, not having riches or khayal, or going to wealth, and of the earth. We're sitting in a little estate, being, of course, refined and tried by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. and through the adversity, and we are being purified, being purged of all the iniquities, all of the impurities in which us within a disgusting flesh which craveth, nothing but vanity and bad things. Okay. So I want to go into this precept real quick, just through the spirit. I had mentioned it. We're made a spectacle. Okay. Or will I spell it correctly? And not only unto men, but also to angels. Okay, yeah. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and 9. Right, and it reads, man, there's so much even greater, even above. Let me see. I'm gonna go back here, and then I'll bring Yahweh out that scripture up. It says here, 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and 6, or what was it? Slaki Ahchyam. Just missed my place. Yeah, 4 and 9. It says, "For I think that the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai hath set forth us the apostles, which are those who are sent out." All right, it starts with our apostles and elders. Okay, millstone, starting with the Ahchyam, the head, and apostles are Shaliyach, Tahar. Shaliyach is one sent away, sent out, and Gabar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Recha, Apostle Ariamlab, and on down the Connecticut elders, etc. Okay, and us younger Ahchyam brothers in this truth. Okay, that go out, that sent out to do this work, to teach the nation of Israel, the elect, particularly because 2/3 are not going to listen. The words, the oracles of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because we all are also priests of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, concentrated to that specific duty. It says, "It as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world and angels and to men." Right, so let's go into the term for spectacle. Now, the word here is, in the Greek, it looks like theatron, which it looks like, or has this, it looks like it has like etymon going back possibly to theater. Theatron, which goes into a theater, correct? Okay, a place in which games or dramatic spectacles are exhibited. Yeah, within a theater, you're seeing it's like a public assembly, and people are watching or gazing at the show. Okay, and so we are made a spectacle, and I could go even deeper into this word on etymon online, which spectacle goes into a specially prepared or arranged display. Okay, we're not just something normal. Okay, this is arranged. The Lord has set us in order before thine eyes. Okay, for old French spectacle is sight. Okay, Roman games from the Latin spectacularum or culum, public show. From shows are seen. We know that the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. We know that the eyes of the Lord behold the good and the evil. Okay, the angels. Okay, so just again going to this. Right, reads, "For I think that the power has set forth the apostles last, as it were pointing unto death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels and to men." So we are a public show, okay, and the display. And we know about an actual show. There's a spotlight placed on those who are within it, okay, and there's special ones that stick out are the stars, and that'd be your election. Okay, elect men of Yasha Allah. Now we have it where, I mean, you have it when women, okay, they pretty much look at us as not of any high esteem, as if we're extra, something just in the scene. But they know, okay, they can see, okay, or if they don't know at this time, they are still observing us and such. Now I'm just gonna go into a wee testimony I'd wath of how, in the world, I can relate this, and because you may think your mate are insignificant or little, but there's people that are still looking and observing, and they just don't say anything. Now, within the world, before I came into the truth, and one of my major endeavors is photography, in which would shoot and photograph various events, for different family portraits and things within the martial arts community, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, mixed martial arts, stuff of that nature. So there was this one instance in which I had was given the opportunity by a fighter to shoot or photograph his I believe that might have been his first amateur fight here in Philadelphia, okay, and he got me to all the passes and all of that, which is simple, you just know people, right? So got the interest and such, and then I was there, of course, photographing the event. Of course, did the deal and such. Now, when I was photographing and such, there was a point in where this one of the you have the ring girls, which was working the event. A lot of times here in Philadelphia, they'll get chicks from like Hooters, which is like if it still exists. I know the one here in the Northeast had closed, and they would have pretty much girls dressed provocatively within short shorts, and have show off, very revealing their breasts and such. Okay, and that's why a lot of people would go there. Dine in, mostly men, particularly. Now, the one chick, I mean, I don't believe that she worked at Hooters, but she was a stripper, all right? And as with these fight events, you have the fight, and then the after party is at, these various clubs, strip clubs, primarily, okay? And I'm not sure here in Philadelphia if it was Delilah's or Cheerleaders, South Philly or whatever, but the chick had came. She was I could how you can already sense when someone is eyeing, or eyes are all upon you or gazing upon you. It was short, heavy. You could feel that through the spirit. All right, but me, I have a tendency in the world, or even right now to this day, I really don't pay attention to most people. Yeah, I do observe what they're doing, but I don't give my energy onto them, because it's just not worth it, especially onto women. And I mean, like I say, women are duplicit. Now, very dubious. Yeah. So going on to it, this chick, she it was a blonde. Yeah, she was attractive. I mean, she skinny body and all of that. I mean, got blonde hair. How Ephraimites, me being an Ephraimite, I actually favor these Edomite looking chicks. I mean, she could have been a Jake. I believe she probably was a Jake. Yeah, she definitely was a Jake through the spirit. But she came to me. She said, hi, and I'm like, hi, yeah, what's up? And then she's like, I don't want you to think this is creepy or anything, or I'm a stalker, but I know you. And I was like, just listening, and I'm like, of course, first here, a knowledge of that. It's like, what? How do you know me? I never seen you a day in my life, especially, I see this girl in heels, and she ain't got nothing on and stuff. So it's like, they wear, the fight chicks, they just wearing a little bikini or something of that nature and such. So, and she, just look tall. I never seen this chick in my neighborhood in my life, and I mean, she said to me that she's like, she said exactly where I used to live, the block and everything, and that she like she pretty much know. She's like, I know where you at and all of that, and I'm like, whoa. And she was just like, she threw that out there, and then I feel it was like as if it was a bait or something to try to validate me, possibly, to most women women are opportunists. They looking out for their own self and for their own gain. So, and me being a photographer, especially her being within that whole industry, you never know with these women with this the whole stripping. And a lot of them into pornography and all of that. I wasn't obviously into that stuff, but you have it where she could possibly be inquiring or trying to to get me in that direction to maybe possibly photograph her or something of that nature. All right, or even on top of that, maybe see if she can get some money out of me at a strip club. But my interest was not into that. All right, at all. All right, and my interest is not spending and throwing racks out to these to these O's. All right, I'll leave it like that. To these Ahchyam, which Anah goes into harlots. All right, and yeah, she ain't look beat up at all or nothing. But yeah, most of them stripper chicks, they be all beat up. I mean, she probably just started that. But hey, get them chicks fresh out of high school. But anywho, so anyway, so the chick, the point was being is that I was at an event, and I thought nobody even, the people didn't even know me, but they did. And that's another thing, brothers beware of, is that that whole Facebook and the Instagram, that whole social media thing, you have people that literally just observe you and don't say anything. A lot of the times, within my walk as being as a photographer and such, you would have people would encounter me at different even music events, shows and such, and they would come up to me. I wouldn't even know their names, and they would know all about things I've done, and of course give you just forms of validation. Okay, so point being, we're being looked upon, all right, and just don't know it. Okay, but the scriptures tell you that we do know this, right? Because as it says, for we are made a spectacle unto the world and unto angels and to men. Okay, so not only just men, okay, in the world, but also the messengers, the Ahchyam. All right. And now, I also wanted to make the point too. I was watching yesterday on this YouTube. The brother sent me YouTube of these different prankster type guys. This particular guy, he's into gold digger pranks and such, and that's when they pretty much have a nice car and they approach a woman. A lot of time, just wearing regular, regular unflattering clothes, or should be. Most people, they, chicks, they look at, you from head to toe, and then, like I say, in a couple seconds, they can determine if they like you or not. Now, like I say, that is subjective. These women, like I said, they really don't like you. They really like what you got. All right. Now, as he got the will, okay, and that's of course the spirit of Esau that pushed this philosophy that you are determined by the wealth you have, okay, not by really your spirit and such. We are rich, in the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's the true riches, okay, as the scriptures say, which I believe Yahweh is at the end of the lesson. I'll probably bring up some of them different scriptures that prove that fact. But to continue forth, yeah, the man would have walk up to a chick, intentionally, which this could be all vanity, because as I put it in, they got all these different videos talking about how there may be a scam with this gold digger thing. A lot of the things in the world is for acting and just to get views, and it's a hustle. Okay, YouTube is a hustle. All right, we're not YouTubers. We're prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, so we're not even looking for their views. All right, that's another fact. Okay, those are facts. The true prophets of the Lord, they're not looking for views. We're looking to make our call and election sure, wake up the election. Okay, seal the servants can be sealed and they delivered here. All right, working our own salvation with fear and trembling. Now, yeah, so your guy, he'll walk by, and not show the car that this car is his, or it may be there, but he intentionally walk by in a fashion where it doesn't allude to that it is his possession, and then a chick could pretty much deny him, and then walk by, or he would pretty much end the conversation, or she would end the conversation. Most of these chicks are alpha females, and then he'll just jump in the wheel, and then they're now initiating contact again, or apologizing about hey, I ain't my fault, but can I get in the wheel, like this your car, and then they go from there to just try to hang and deal, because say women, they really are after the things of this world. All right, and as I'm gonna get that real quick. All right, so because we did, that's through the Spirit the Lord gave me this other scripture. Because the eye, okay, these women are after the things of the eye. All right, now the things of the eye. Is mostly this wealth right now, this world. Okay, this is the book of 1 John chapter 2 and 16. Might have to start a bit above. And it says here, man, this is heavy. I'm going to start here. 1 John chapter 2 and 13. I write unto you, fathers. Right, Zaquan Yashawamba brought that out. We are those church fathers. All right, the elect men of Yasha Allah. The prophets are the original church fathers under, of course, Yahweh Shai. Okay, Yahweh Bashim Shai, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I write unto you, young men, because ye have overcome the wicked one. I write unto you, little children, because ye have known the Father. I have written unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I have written unto you, young men, because ye are strong. Right? So we have to, of course, have confidence. The elder Ayathun, he did a video yesterday, which pretty much putting out a lot of exhortation about we ought to have a lot of confidence in these days as we see the prophecies being fulfilled. Our energy levels and us should be growing within the spirit of power Yahweh Shai, because of the confidence that we have within our power. Okay, that's plain. Seeing that Yahweh Shai is bringing the demise of this captivity and uplifting his men, that should take you of the spirit of depression. Yeah, we have to go through our particular hells, our lower states, but within our lower states, the Lord's spirit that's within us is growing. Okay. Also, the prophecies of the mark of the beast being the RFID microchip. The Zaquan bishop was going into, how we got to be thankful also that the Lord has left us teachers, prophets, preachers, according to his own heart, and that gave us 100% truth, and that's due, of course, Yahweh Shai. These men of great millstone of the Shalayachim, the apostles, the elders. These are great men of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, we got to be thankful because we can be as all of these other reprobates out here. All right, be thankful that the Lord chose you, or Bachar. All right, Bachar chose you to be, of this calling, Lord willing, of the election, the chosen. Many are called, few are chosen. It says, the word of Yahweh abideth in you, and ye have overcome the wicked one. So knowing that we have the victory, you ought to, of course, grow and be happy. ashar, by lab, in mind. Okay. Verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Right. So you have it where you may have times where you may reminisce, be like, damn, man, I could have did this or could have did that. Look at me now. No, you ain't supposed to love the things that are in the world. As it's going to go into, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, right? The lust of the flesh. It didn't say the lust of the spirit. It said the lust of the flesh. Going into, in the Greek, epithumia, or epithumia, let me see.
1939. Epithumia,
which goes into a craving, a desire, a longing for that which is forbidden. Okay. Concupiscence. All right. There's scriptures that tell you, especially this is good exhortation unto men. Let me see if I can find this one scripture in the book of Ecclesiasticus. No, I can find it in my other sword. My other sword is over there. It's like you. Why da? Wait. Alright, it's gonna be definitely in the book of Sirach. I got my other sword. So Lord will, I just break this up into a part 2. All right. So this is Sirach chapter 23 and verse 5, and it reads. It says, I mean, it's good to even read a bit above. I'm just reading off my physical sword, but Yahweh Razak can pull it up on the screen so you can see it. All right, let me see if I can do that. The new. Or the now. That's just a Scottish term. When I say the new, that means the now. Or right now. Alright? If I never explain myself. Alright, so just going into it. Sirach chapter 23. And I'll just start at the first verse. Sirach chapter 23 and 1. It says, O Lord, Adon, Abba, Father, and Governor of my whole life, of all my life, Slakia, leave me not to their counsels, and let me not fall by them, who will set scourges over my thoughts, and the discipline of wisdom over mine heart, that they spare me not for my ignorances, and pass not by my sins, lest my ignorances increase, and my sins abound to my destruction, and I fall before mine adversaries, and mine enemy rejoice over me, whose hope is far from thy mercy. Good prayer, of course, for the Lord. It could make you endure, because we have to endure these different things. All right. O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, O Lord, Father, and power of my life, give me not a proud look, but turn away from thy servants always a haughty mind. Right? We don't want to be having a haughty mind like these women, definitely. Okay? These people here. It says, turn away from me vain hopes and of concupiscence, which concupiscence goes into to long for, and the cupis go back to cupidity, which means to crave or desire, improper illicit desire, lustful feeling. All right. And thou shalt hold him up that is desirous always to serve thee. Let not greediness of the belly nor the lust of the flesh take hold of me, and give not over me thy servant into an impudent mind. All right, we don't want to be giving on to that. Okay, being impudent. I always have trouble with this word, remembering it. Impudent. I want to make sure I get this down. Just without shame. That's right. Right. Without shame. You know, you don't want to be as these other people, which is proud. Going into having pride and stuff, not being having shame. You're being proud and thinking you're, righteous. All right. I'm gonna bring out the other scripture that it says, "There's no just man on earth that has." Let me see. What is it? It's like it's in Ecclesiastes. Let me see. It's in the 7th chapter. I'll just bring it out right now. But this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7. Real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse. Right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7:20. For there is not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not. Right. Okay. I have to understand that. Okay. And it's only through Yahweh Shai, his blood, that and we're cleansed and being accepted back, reconciled back to Yahweh Shemel, to Yahweh, the Most High. Alright. So now, going back, it's like I done lost my actual placement. See, Yahweh Ratzah, I could find it again. I'm gonna go back to it. Lust, pride of life. That's what pride. Back in John, that is, 1 John, I believe that was. All right, so back to 1 John chapter 2 and 16. Right, for that all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eye and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. So, knowing that, hey, that's not of the Father. All of the different things that most people are indulging within are not of Yahweh Shemel Shai. These things are of Satan, are of the enemy. Okay, to be as an Epicurean. Okay, which you go into Epicurean, we are Stoics. Epicureans, they going after pleasure. All right, Epicurean, is a follower of philosophical system of Epicurus, from Epicure and Ian, which is one devoted to pleasure, and a woman is devoted to so much pleasure. Okay, so seeing us in this estate we're in, yeah, they see us at the corner of their eye and such, but we live in this very disciplined life as priests of Yahweh Shemel Shai, eunuchs of Yahweh Shemel Shai, believers of Yahweh Shemel Shai that are devoted, okay, that have the fear of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and they pretty much shun to be around a person like that. That's why you see it that most women won't gravitate towards your spirit. Okay, I could tell you that straight about me. Within my walk in this truth, which only been a mere, I've been in this truth on this side coming, 2017 May, I crossed over from the line. First, seeing the camp out in either January or February. I gotta go back and check. Back in 2017. And it's 2021 now. Okay, was it the 19th of 2021? And since I've been, even before the war, a lot of chicks, they wasn't checking for me. If you had women that were checking for me, if anything, it's only for the benefits in which they see they can get out of me. All right, the potential benefits. Okay, that's how women, they trying to gauge, what they can get out of you. All right, the women. These women, they seeing if you above their level. All right, you have it even in the video got them MGTOW guys and such. Which in this gold digger prank video thing, you had this one chick. She mentioned about she never was. She don't go. She like the guy asked her if if he had a Prius, would she be riding with him? But she was riding a Lambo. Had her. He picked her up after she denied him at first because she didn't know she had the Lambo. Then she gets in the Lambo, and then he put her under, of course, scrutiny. And under the scrutiny, she pretty much confessed that she didn't have if he didn't have a car that's a luxury car that was equal to hers or better, pretty much he wouldn't have a chance to get with her. All right. Even within getting in that car, she was still even trying to analyze where this man lived. And that was the deciding factor of if he gonna be able to get their quabah, their box. Okay, you have it. These chicks think they really are the prize, in which they're not, and they gonna really realize that the man is really the prize. All right, because we gonna shine. Okay, we gonna really shine as wisdom. This wisdom, it changes the countenance of a man. All right, as you read in Ecclesiastes, the 8th chapter. Right now, like I say, women don't care about this stuff right now, but they will soon when wisdom knowledge is gonna be the stability of thy time. They gonna want that stability because women are effeminate. They lack faith. So they're going to have to get with the men that have the stability. It's going to be the elect man of Yasha Allah. All right. The 144,000 prophets, other elect men of the 1/3. All right. Whom the Lord is going to have mercy upon. And the woman going to be cleaving onto that man to get her salvation. All right. So, yeah, most women is not going to be looking and checking for a brother right now. Okay. Yeah, they got brothers that got women and may have, wives and such, but I understand it because if you have to analyze it from a spiritual sense, and more not carnal. You know what I mean? Yeah, you could go on a carnal sense, but things are more spiritual. All right. And they ain't checking for us because, like I said, we got that spirit. Men, as far as women, they hate darkness rather than light. So they're not going to be attracted to this, all right, at all. Okay? And even like you have where chicks, they might seem as if they have interest in you, because you in this truth. Hey, man, don't really give that to heart that much, man, because like I said, even that is something you got to watch out for. You can't trust on that. All right, because like I said, you got to see what these women really trying to get. A lot of girls, they just attracted to, some type of popularity. This the end thing. They might try. Like I said, girls, they going about in confusion, trying to find themselves. Going on journeys. Look, if a girl jump in a wheel of any stranger. All right, what more is she gonna do? Period. In general, you know what I mean. Jacob trouble. All right. And like I said, it's gonna be a sign of great suffering. So it's gonna, many people gonna be taking a great number, especially women. They gonna definitely know it's gonna be a clear distinction who are the Lord's chosen. In that day, and then that's who they gonna go for. Right now, don't be fooled. They do have us in the corner of their eyes. These some of these chicks. All right. You know what I mean? When you're on the highways and hedges, you don't think these chicks remember our face. All right. We have a very distinctful spirit. All right. Face. Okay. So I always think of that. All right. You got it. We in the chief place of concourse. Many people in these downtown metropolitan areas, they coming from all over the world and stuff and walking by. People may be from the city, other areas and such. The Lord gonna bless us men. All right. So the point is just that we made a spectacle, and don't think that you're not being seen. Okay. I see these chicks. All right. But the lust, like I said, you got the lust, man. So that's really, these women be going after this, the lust of, and men go after it too, but that are into this world. The Lord brought us out of the world, so we not into these things. And when we do get into these different things, we gotta rebuke them different demons that's on us. Keep our eyes single on this truth, which that's gonna be another scripture I'm gonna bring out in the next lesson. I'm gonna end it off with this: the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. That's right. So scriptures say that we also have a unction and we know all things. So we have a higher calling. We have an anointing. Okay, Mashak. We have this oil, the shaman, the oil of understanding, to be able to discern these things that I'm speaking. All right. Most people can't even get carnal things. As I hear the brother Yakaba in the camp, my camp here in Philadelphia, say, well, more spiritual. All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. So, shalom. Until the next time, I'll go into this too. All right. So look out for part 2 of this. Shalom.